Hello and welcome back to Wednesday's episode of the What is K-Pop podcast, around which we discuss, or at least I talk about, whatever I want to in regards to K-pop, sometimes the members, sometimes the discographies, sometimes the companies, and sometimes just things I generally want to talk about. Occasionally we also talk about news that has in fact been going on in K-pop, and we are going to check the news right here, right now, live on here. I don't even know why I sound like that. So it was recently announced that Tan, a temporary group, is having another comeback with an album. Ning Ning from aespa is releasing an OST. Loon 8 from Fantasia is having a comeback. I'm trying to think of other things that I want to talk about, that I know stuff about. I don't believe that there is anything that I can really talk about here. I know stuff generally about like the background information. But today's episode is about NCT 127 and WayV. NCT 127 was the second subunit of NCT to debut following NCT and WayV is the fourth subunit. 127 is just like the what would you call it? Like the fixed subunit. And WayV is also a fixed subunit, I believe. We're just gonna say that. Okay. So 127 technically consists of 10 members, but 9 members, kind of like what the fandom says. The 10 members are Taeil, Johnny, Taeyong, Yuta, Doyoung, Jaehyun, Winwin, Jungwoo, Mark, and Haechan. And they debuted on the 7th of July 2016 with the EP NCT number 127. The fandom name is N-Citizen, and that is like the general the fandom name for all of NCT, except for WayV actually. So just like NCTU 127, Dream and Wish now called the new team is called Wish, and I think that's just for the official subunits that are called NCT, not WayV. I don't think WayV fandom name. Don't think it is. So it's called Wei Shini, or Wei Zen Ni, as I'm sure some people would think it is said. I'm sure if I showed my mum and my dad that, they would probably say Wei Zen Ni, even though it is like Wei Shini. NCT Dream and 127 don't have their like actual like official fandom names. It's just N-Citizens. Yeah, so that's fun. This week is I'm dubbing it NCT week, I guess you could call it, in which I'm talking about all of the subunits of NCT. And at the end of the week, we're going to touch on Super M and just general other things that I want to talk about. And next week, instead of actually Triple S, I'm going to talk on Wednesday and Friday's episode about EXO and SHINee, and then on Sunday we are going to talk all about Triple S and just generally things about them. I won't get into too much detail about them, unfortunately. They will have their own dedicated episodes. So, NCT 127 all my information and all of like the basic information is coming from the K-Profiles website under the 127 profile website. And also I will mention when pieces of information are my own. Sorry if you heard a random noise just then. It was my phone making a notification because I had it on the chair that I'm sitting on. Very sorry about that. Okay, so first member is Taeyong. He is the leader of the whole of NCT actually. He is not the oldest, he is the third eldest, born on the 1st of July 1995, making him a Cancer. He is actually the same height as me. He is 175 centimeters tall, so 5'9". Also completely irrelevant to K-pop. If you're wondering what I look like, I have quite long legs and quite a long torso actually. So I'm, what do you call it? Like proportionate. I'm like half proportionate to my own features. My dad's quite tall and my mum's short, so I'm the second shortest of my family. So it's my dad, my sister, me, then my mum. Yeah, completely irrelevant to what it is that I'm talking about. So Taeyong is technically the leader of NCT 127. However, we dub him as fans just generally dub him as the mother of all of NCT. And quite frankly, quite honestly, on a lot of fanfiction, he is like the mother of all of the units. He, advocates for all of the members of NCT. I'm just proving how much of a weirdo I am with the fact that I listen or I read fanfiction all the time. I believe I follow his Instagram, so I'm often delighted with. I actually follow a lot of random K-pop idols, random Korean, just like celebrities in general. My sister often sends me pictures of or recommendations of people to follow, and I'm often scrolling on Instagram. I doom scroll a lot before I'm before my sister phones me or something along those lines, and I'll get to a picture and I'm just who is this person? And so I go onto the profile and I'm trying to guess who it is by sometimes it comes up with this person also follows so and so. And I follow former contestants of Singles Inferno, the K-drama, K-reality TV show, whatever you want to call it. And I'm I don't remember you at all. It's criminal how many people I follow. Anyway, so from the website it says that he has an older sister. We now know that that sister has married someone, which is very, very, very nice. Yeah. So that's fun. Also, just from my general memory, he actually was considered really bad at dancing to start off with when he first came to SM, and then he was also kind of the leader of SM Rookies too. And when the video that came out in 2014 showing this is what our trainees are like, everyone was like, this person's really good. Anyway, next member, Talil. We're going to say it like that. Moon Talil. He was born on the 14th of June 1994, making him a Gemini. He is also nearly 30 years old. However, he has not done his military service as of yet. Is that gonna... Sometimes I wonder what's going on with that. Anyway, so I do wonder if he is gonna go do his military service soon. However, he has hurt himself in a accident August last year, so maybe perhaps he will get military exemption just like Seung Chol from 17. Or at least like basically his military service means that if Korea was to go to war, he would be in service. But you know, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Obviously, I can't say for certain. I don't know any kind of issues as to the likelihood of a country going to war. Oh, I just pulled 2 of my hairs out. Oopsie daisy. We're going to put those on the floor. He is a little bit shorter than me, actually. So that's something to put out there. Yeah, he's also very good at singing, apparently. But to be fair, I'm very judgmental, and I'm like, I don't know, I can't tell. It's just like, it's kind of like Jongho from 80s. Like, he does not pass my vibe check. Like, I'm making a spider map, like what do you call it? There's a word for those. It's like a circle, and you put lines out of it, and then you write stuff down. Spider web, spider map. Anyway, Johnny, or John Jun Sir. I'm sorry. Or Seo Young Ho, that's his Korean name. He was born on the 9th of February 1995, making him an Aquarius, and he is 155 centimeters tall, making him 6'1". Also, just randomly, his MTBI is ENTP, making him extroverted. That's all I know of that. I could search, but I'm not going to. Sorry, I have no idea what any of that means, and I know for a fact that if I searched it, I'd, go off on a tangent, and I don't want to. Anyway, he is not Canadian. When I'm talking about American, he was born in Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where Illinois is in regards to America. I do believe it is on East Coast. To be fair, when, like, obviously a lot of where times when you're hearing about people who are American, they just say the state. I'm like, I do understand kind of where that comes from, of just like, you tend to like learn a lot about America, but I don't, though. I literally know nothing about America. I'm sorry. Or at least I know relative to what I want to learn, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a case of that, like, I only know so much to what I want to learn about America. So I know, like, a lot about strange things about, like, California, New York, Texas. Texas is one that I know of quite not a lot, but I know more about Texas than I do about Illinois. Illinois is borders on Minnesota, is it? Does that say? Yeah, that says Minnesota. Borders on the Indiana and Michigan, Tennessee, Iowa, and a little bit of Missouri, I think. Or maybe more of Missouri. I can't tell. It's not, the lines of, like, the borders aren't showing up. Okay, well, it borders on Lake Michigan, and that then borders a little bit onto Canada. or more importantly, onto the province, I think it is, I think that's what they call them over there, of Ontario. Anyway, now that we've established that I don't know anything about anything, Johnny was accepted into SM in 2007. He had the longest training time, but that was because of the fact that he often went over to Korea to train for about 3-4 months out of the year for several years, until eventually moving over to Korea full time. Yeah, that's always good. Also, during not the Zach Sang show, Eric Nam's K-pop Daebak show, or the Daebak show, he mentioned that like a lot of the time when he talks in Korean, he's talking formally or like younger. He's because he obviously would have trained with EXO, and EXO were older than him, and so when he would have been learning Korean, he would have been learning more formal Korean. So yeah, but he is one of the older members of NCT as a whole. On to Yuta. Yuta is was born on the 26th of October 1995, making him a Scorpio. He is Japanese. His birth name is Nakamoto Yuta. I always feel like because of the fact that it's like so close to the state of Utah that I say it the exact same way. Very sorry if that's not how it's pronounced. He was born in Osaka in Japan. I would absolutely love to go to Japan one day. Me and my sister have this plan that when we're older, or at least when I'm able to travel a bit more, that we go to places like Seoul, Tokyo, those sorts of places. Like, we want to go traveling. Not because we're both into K-pop, that's just something that is the case. But we both want to go traveling. Like, I've always wanted to go to Seoul. It's been a dream of mine to go there since, God, when I was like a very young child. I've always wanted to go traveling. Yeah, I mean that is interesting. I don't know. It is just something that I want to go and do. He is the same height as me, 176 centimeters, or 5'9", and it doesn't say what his MTBI is, which is interesting. He also, this is from my bank of information. He normally is pretty chill with citizens, the fans. But some sasangs, or like crazy fans, like they basically were outside of the dorm. So as he got out to go into the dorms, he actually swore at the sasangs there. Next member, Do Young, or Kim Dong Young, is a main vocalist of NCT. He was born on the 1st of February 1996, making him an Aquarius, and is ever so slightly taller than me at 178 centimeters, or he is 5'10". His MTBI is ISFJ-T, so that makes him, I'm actually going to search this one because I believe, no, it's not actually. I don't remember what my actual MTBI is. Let's go on to the official website, because I do believe I am logged in on here. Oh, I'm not. Okay, there we go. Do we have a password? Yeah, so I've actually taken the test a couple of times. When I was in sixth form, which for anyone who isn't also English, sixth form is like the second, like the third and fourth years of high school. We had to do these profile things that basically, I don't even know actually why we had to do these, but it was forced so that we were kind of used to making profiles ready for when we applied for university. However, I didn't really care for it. Like, I started and I like was actually the top in my year for like the profiles, but obviously, like most people would update it, they'd be able to put more things into it as like the year went on. But because of the fact I didn't, you know, do much in regards to anything, I didn't end up actually doing anything for that. We also then had to use the 16 Profiles website and take the test, the MTBI test, and basically like see what our Myers-Briggs personality test thing was, and it has changed obviously a little bit since I was I was like 16 back then. I'm now 20, so things have it's obviously changed and stuff, but it was actually the same thing as Jisung from Stray Kids or Han from Stray Kids for a while. But I somehow have become even more introverted since then, to the point where I am a completely different MTBI. We are nearly back into the website, by the way, just in case you were like, what is going on with this girl? I'm nearly there. I was just talking about this, so then I'm not just in silence, because I have been doing stuff actually. Like, obviously I take the cat out for a walk and I will just be stood there in point blank silence, and I'm sure the cats are just like, is she okay? Like, is she good right now? So I am the logician personality. I am either INTP-A or INTP-T. Yeah, so I have a unique perspective and apparently a vigorous intellect. Okay. But to be fair, I'm a lot of different things. Like, for example, you know how there's like this whole idea that we all have these different personalities when we're around different people. I'm not actually this much of a chatterbox when I'm like not around people I'm comfortable with. Like, I am point blank silent if I don't feel comfortable in whatever kind of place I'm in. Anyway, now that we've waffled for that much time and established that I don't remember my passwords to anything, Jaehyun. Okay, this is going to be fun. Trying to say this. His birth name is Jung Jaehyun, but he legally changed it to Jung Yuno. But this was he changed it to Yunho before, I guess, joining SM. They found out his birth name is Jaehyun and were just like, hey, this sounds like a good name. We're gonna give you this one. And I am sure he was thinking to himself at the time, he was just like, oh my god, why did I tell them this? But yeah, that was something that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so he was born on the 14th of February 1997, making him an Aquarius. He is 180 centimeters tall, or 5'11", and his MTBI is ESTP or ESFP. He actually spent 4 years living in America. Sorry, whenever I say it, I can't not think of just like America, land of dreams. Sorry to any Americans who are listening and are just like, what is this going on? Yeah. So yeah. I've got nothing else to talk about with Jason. Oh, actually, no, I do. He did a cover of a song. Sometimes all the members will just like put out a cover of a song, and he did "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You" by Frankie Valli, I think his name is, and that cover now lives in my head rent free. I have listened to it quite a lot of times because I enjoyed it. It also reminded me that song, like, because it sounds like two different songs to me, at least when I was younger, and I was like, oh my god, it's the same song, like, oh my god, this actually makes so much sense, because I thought I was singing two different songs, but no, it was the same song. Yeah, we do in fact need to get on because we are talking about WayV too, Sophie, so we're just going to speed run through the next members. Okay, Jungwoo or Kim Jungwoo or Jin Ting Yu, which is his Chinese name, is the lead vocalist, lead dancer of NCT 127 and was born on the 19th of February 1998. He was the last member to technically join 127, and this was during the regular comeback, I do believe, and he went on health hiatus in August of 2019 and rejoined on the 25th of January 2020. Yeah, so Mark Lee, or his Korean name is Lee Myung-hyun, is the main rapper, main dancer and sub-vocalist of the group. He was born on the 2nd of August 1999, making him a Leo, and is the same height as me at 176 centimeters or 5'9". Very sorry, my tummy is rumbling. I am hungry. Yeah, he's also a member of NCT Dream. He was born in Toronto but moved to Vancouver and has also moved to New York, I believe, and then back, and then to Seoul, and I'm sure has moved all over as well, in different places. Maybe perhaps his family had jobs where they had to relocate many, many times. I don't know. He has an older brother, and yeah, pretty much he speaks English as well. He's also a member of Super M along with Taeyong and Ten. Haechan or Lee Jong-hyuk is the maknae of the group and is also the main vocalist and lead dancer, and was born on the 6th of June 2000, making him a Gemini. He is just shorter than me at 174 centimeters. I am 175, and he also known as 5'8.5". He was born in Seoul but moved to Jeju when he was 7, and then obviously would have probably moved back when he was 12 and attended the Seoul School of Performing Arts, also known as SOPA. Whenever I think of that, whenever I say it, I just think of soap. Yeah, that just says everything about me. And the inactive member is obviously Win-Win, or Dong Shicheng, or his Korean name is Dong Sa-sung. and he was the lead dancer and sub-vocalist, and was born on the 20th of October 1997, and was born in, oh my god, how on earth would how am I supposed to say these things? I'm so sorry. Literally, I can't pronounce things without it like butchering in my mouth and just coming out very, very strained and like awkward. Wenshao? Okay, we're gonna say it like that. Wenshao in Shisheng in the People's Republic of China. He's a bit taller than me at 179 centimeters or 5'10.5". It doesn't say his MTBI, however, I don't believe he has said it or announced it. He hasn't been any part of any comeback since regular, or I guess. Ever so sorry about that. My laptop decided that I don't need to carry on recording. And we are going to make this next section a bit quicker just because of the fact that I have college work to do, and I want to get this all done and dusted so that it can go up at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning as normal. So yeah, NCT 127, that is that. Next up is WayV. WayV is the fourth subunit in NCT. They are based in China and is under label V. They used to have 7 members, now they only have 6. However, on the 10th of May 2023, it was announced that Lucas would be departing from both NCT and WayV due to, technically it says that it was because of he wanted to debut as a soloist, but there was a scandal, pretty big scandal, a couple of years ago involving Lucas. Went on hiatus for ages, and basically they removed him from the group because of the success of oh god, what was it called? Like the subunits, the Phantom comeback and On My Youth comeback. Anyway, first member is Kun or Kyun or Junggun or Keenan Quinn or Kunkoro. Those are both his stage name, his birth name, Korean name, English and Indonesian name. His positions are leader, main vocalist and sub-rapper. His birthday is the 1st of... Please don't cancel me again. Oh god, I thought it was going to stop that just then. On the 1st of January 1996, making him a Capricorn. And his height is 176 centimeters or 5'9". And apparently his representative colour is orange. I don't know whether or not that plays like a big part of like the members, like their representative colours. Yeah, that is an interesting piece of information for you. He actually entered SM at the same time as Winwin and Renjun in July of 2015, meaning that he only would have trained for about a year before technically debuting in NCT U. With one of their debut tracks on the Chinese version of Without You. However, he just sort of kind of floated around the existence for a few years, and I guess carried on training, but I don't know. He was born in Fujian in China. He's an only child. However, this is probably in large part due to the one-child policy in China that was in place at the time, from back in the 80s to 2015, where it was finally abolished, taken away, whatever you want to call it. 10, or Chittafon Lee Kanponkul. Yeah, we're gonna guess that is correct. I'm so sorry. Or his Korean name is Lee Young-hyun, and his Chinese name is Lee Young-kwin, and his Indonesian name is Tirta. I wonder why they have Indonesian names. If you know, please do tell me. He's the main dancer, main vocalist, sub-rapper, and centre of the group, and his birthday is on the 27th of February, 1996, making him a Pisces. And he's just shorter than me at 171 centimeters or 5'7". His representative color is purple, and he is the only Thai member of the group. He was born in Bangkok, Thailand, and has a younger sister who's 3 years younger than him, called Turn, or Terrn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he can speak 4 languages: Mandarin, Thai, English, and Korean. He also speaks different languages to different members of the group. Like him and Yang Yang, the maknae of the group, speak English together, which I actually think is very, very sweet. It's kind of like their little thing that they do. They speak English together. Like I said before, he's also a member of Super M. His grandparents, both sets of grandparents, so from his mother and his father's side, are both Chinese. So I guess that makes him a part Chinese too. But yeah, I don't know. He debuted at the same time as a couple of other members of NCT with The Seventh Sense. However, it has been talked about, I think briefly, that he was injured and was recovering from, I think it was a knee injury, and then eventually debuted, officially properly debuted in 2018 with Black on Black, along with Lucas and a few other people, I think. No, I don't know. And then was announced to be a member of the upcoming subunit, which eventually became WayV, and then also debuted with Super M. Okay. Next member is Win. Like I said, Win or Dong Shin Cheng or Dong Sung Sung was born on the 28th of October 1997. Is there anything else that I can say about him? Oh yeah, he also established his own studio for his acting activities in China. So he didn't partake in the whole NCT comeback, as well as Lucas wait, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at all of this. Next member is Xiaoshun, or Xiao Dejun, or Sojeokjun, or Arunjana. He is the main vocalist, born on the 8th of August 1998, making him a Leo. He's a little bit shorter than me, 171 centimeters or 5'7". His representative color is green. And he was born in Gongguan, or in Guangdong in China. His name means independent, apparently. So that's fascinating little fact for you. He also speaks English. Yeah, that's a fact. I love how I'm stating these facts, and I'm like, I don't even know how to even go about responding to them. I'm like, meh. Next member is Hendry, or Wang Hyunhang, or Huang Guangheng, or Huang Guanghyun, or Aheng. Oh my god, my pronunciation, oh my. I feel so sorry for anyone who actually knows how to pronounce these things and are like, why is this girl attempting? Why? Just stop. Yeah, no, I wish I could stop myself too, but yeah, we keep carrying on. He was born on the 28th of September 1999, making him a Libra. And his height is 175.6 centimeters or 5'9", making him the same height as me. His representative color is pink, and he is Chinese, or technically he's from Macau, so I don't know whether or not that's Yeah, it says People's Republic of China. I'm hungry. Very sorry about that. Yeah, so when it was kind of announced that another subunit was debuting, it was Xiaojun, Hendry, and Yang Yang that were all announced as like debuting members of NCT. Yeah, so they kind of did like a promotional video together. Apparently Hendry is Chen's Chinese teacher, which is an interesting thing. He also has a fear of frogs. I agree, frogs are weird, but I don't have a fear of them. I find a lot of things just weird in general because I'm like, I do not understand you. Next member is Yang Yang, or Louis Yang Yang, or Ryu Yang Yang, or Yanan. He's the main rapper, main dancer, sub-vocalist, and Mac name of the group. He was born on the 10th of October 2000 and is a Libra. We don't actually know what his official height is, but it's like guesstimated to be 173 centimeters or 5'8" in comparison to photos with Hendry and 10. Is it gonna? No, it's all good. He was born in Taiwan in the Republic of China, but his ethnicity is considered to be Chinese. We're not going to talk about anything to do with anything in relation to what is and isn't in China, whatever those opinions might be, considering I don't even know how to begin to even get into that sort of stuff. I know we're not gonna start on that discussion today. He lived in Germany for a time. He considers Germany, I guess, to be his home. I'm just like putting up like his proper full-on profile. He lived most of his teenage life in Dusseldorf in Germany. And his nationality is considered to be Taiwanese and German. He lived in Germany with his mother and his sister, and he studied at an international school for about 6 years. Yeah, it doesn't say how many languages he knows, but I do know it is a fair few. I think it's Mandarin, Korean, and he said Chinese, but Mandarin is Chinese. I think he also speaks a bit of Cantonese, I believe. Also German and English. Yeah, he has tried to learn Indonesian, or whatever. I think that's what the language is called, but yeah, no, his brain just can't comprehend that. But I mean, like, some people can just automatically learn languages quite a lot easier than other people. Like I mentioned, I know like clothes in French and directions in Spanish. On to the former member of WayV. Obviously, I do know that he it isn't. Some people don't like to associate him with WayV. However, it is a part of the story, so I am going to be mentioning him. Lucas, or Huang Shuji, or Wan Yukhai, or Huang Wukhi. He was the lead rapper, sub-vocalist, visual center, face of the group. And his birthday was the 25th, or is the 25th of January 1999, making him an Aquarius. And he stands at 183 centimeters tall, or 6 foot. And his representative color is yellow. He was born in Hong Kong in China. And his father is Chinese and his mother is Thai, so I guess he would kind of consider himself Chinese Thai. I don't know, quite honestly. I'm too tired to get into what he might consider himself as, even though like it is on his profile as Chinese Thai. He speaks many different languages. He speaks Cantonese, a bit of Mandarin. Oh wait, no. Cantonese, Mandarin, not fluent in English though, Korean and a bit of Thai, just because it's like all the languages that they speak in the group. I'm sure if any one of them started talking in the native language that they would be able to understand them to at least an extent. Yeah, no, I think that pretty much wraps up both of those groups. Lucas is also a part of Super M, and when he joined SM, he was under the impression that he would be joining NCT Dream. However, he was instead put into WayV, and WayV debuted actually with the Chinese version of Regular, which is a decisive track between NCTzens and Wei Xinlis because of the fact that it basically is just like a cast-off song from NCT 127. Yeah, so just quickly of my thoughts on both those groups. I prefer WayV over 127. WayV just I love the Phantom song and On My Youth, and just the general vibe of WayV a bit better than 127. However, I do still like 127. I liked Two Baddies. I like that song. And what was the other one? I also like Regular. However, obviously, like, things aren't meant to be for everyone. I don't hate them. I don't love them. They just sort of kind of exist in my little universe of knowledge of K-pop. So, yeah. Yeah. I think that pretty much wraps up everything that I want to talk about today. However, I will be getting into more detail specifically about Mark and Haechan when I come on to them for the NCT Dream episode coming out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Friday. I'm recording on Thursday, so feel free to have a listen to that one. But yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed the topic, and I hope that you have a nice rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye for now.